Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. We're here in Pirate Land Resort in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and we've been full-timers now for about 2 weeks, so we thought we would talk about how things are going today. Thanks for joining us and follow along.
Fisher Investments will help
So,
the process of graduating to a
what do you
better
think?
future. Call for this important guide, 6 pitfalls of finance.
That's,
You'll learn about their
you know, it's not any
What's been
different than
good? What's
our
been
life
bad?
has been.
Call now. Achieve your investment goals. When Fisher Investments can help you get
What would you do
if your
different?
portfolio
I
is
know what I would do
$500,000
different.
or more, call
Would
us.
you do something different?
I don't think I would come here.
4024.
Honestly, I mean, okay, we kind of traded one super busy, crazy, tourist trappy place because we lived in the Smokies for another wild and crazy tourist trappy place here at Myrtle Beach.
And no, we
Okay.
probably won't come back here.
Not to
anytime
say
soon.
that it hasn't been fun and it
Great.
hasn't been a nice place. I mean, this campground is pretty nice, but the whole area is just kind of crazy. We're coming off a Memorial Day weekend. This place was a complete zoo.
Bitcoin.
It was
Just-
fact. But
yeah,
we never
there's-
left other than sneaking out to Walmart, which
Yeah,
is a
pretty-
quarter mile away.
Yeah, at 8 o'clock in the morning. We went early. Because if that's one thing that I've learned, living in the tourist trap of the Smokies, because we lived in Sevierville, Tennessee, for the last 5 years, go early. The tourists get up about, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock.
And then they go for pancakes.
And then they go for pancakes. At least they do in the Smokies. I don't think there's as many pancake places around here, but by the time they get breakfast and get it moving, it's like 10 or 11 o'clock. So I go early. So I got up over the weekend at, some ungodly hour, took my shower, threw my clothes on, and went to Walmart at like 8 o'clock in the morning to get the groceries that we needed for the weekend, so that we could just kind of hang here and enjoy doing nothing, just hanging at the campsite and watching all the crazies around here, of which there were plenty. So this campground that we're at Pirate Land Campground in Myrtle Beach. They have 1,400 sites, and they filled almost all of them over the weekend. So it was really crazy. It was hard to walk the dogs. Can we turn that off? That's all I hear is the TV. It was hard to walk the dogs for all the golf carts running around and kids on bikes. And I mean, I've been to busy campgrounds before, but this one kind of took the cake. It was pretty nuts for sure. So I'm kind of we're here for another 2 weeks. And then we're going to go back to the Smokies for a few days, which is going to be busy there too because it's summertime. And then head up to Illinois and then head west, I think, is what we decided. So, but nothing's for sure. But I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit more nature and a little bit more peace, because that's how I want to camp more this time. I think these giant commercial campgrounds have their place, but I want to get into nature a little bit more, get into quiet a little bit more, get into peace a little bit more.
And we talk about that a lot, and we've talked about that a lot, and we need to really practice doing it, getting out of vacation mode.
Yeah, this was Jim's idea. Myrtle Beach. Well, not Myrtle Beach was my idea.
Jim
wanted to go to the beach.
Chillax on the beach for a month.
And I can understand
Daryl
that.
wanted to come here.
I can understand that. Well, we've tried it several places and they were all full. So that was how we ended up here, because 1,400 spaces in this campground and they weren't full. I can understand that. So, and I get it. You wanted to go to the beach and relax, but this is not relaxing. This is way too busy, way too crazy. It's avoiding the tourists, which is what I just did for the last 5 years. So we got 2 more weeks here, and then we'll get out of this crazy busyness. But it's a whole lot better now that it's not the weekend anymore. It's cleared out a whole lot, so it's not nearly as nuts. We're unusual. People are interested in what we do because I have no home now. This is my home. And it goes everywhere. I have friends that are really interested in what we do. I have friends and family and even acquaintances that say, oh, we'd love to do that someday. I get a lot of someday. But, you know, we don't know if we can afford to. We don't know how to do it. We don't know. Well, that's what we're here for. This is our second time going full time. And so we're going to kind of help you out. We're going to help you figure out how to do it, how to go about it, what works for us. Probably won't work for everybody, but, you know, these are the things that work for us. So, in the comments section of this video that's getting kind of long now, please tell us what you want to know. Ask your questions. More than likely we have an answer. We full-timed in 2015 and 16 for a year, and had our teenage son with us at the time. He was in high school, so I homeschooled him through his last 2 years of high school. And he's actually got a diploma from Monaco High School, because we traveled around in a Monaco RV. So that's what I called it. He went to Monaco High School. We homeschooled out of Illinois, which is where we lived. And in Illinois, there basically are no rules. So it's definitely state by state, though. So you need to check online and see what the rules are in your state if you wanted to homeschool your kid and go. This time, they're all grown and flown, and it's just me and Jim, and of course the dogs, which are like having toddlers. That's Riley. Woo woo. We are on our own and don't have to argue with a teenager to get up or go to bed or stop playing video games or stop making noise or anything like that. We love you, Brian, and it was a super blast. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat. But truth be told, we're kind of looking forward to just being by ourselves this time. So, this is our second time out. We have no plans. Last time I told him, I'll give you a year, and I gave him a year, and that's what we did. And so this time, who knows? Who knows? We got a lot of places we want to go, a lot of things we want to see, so it may be years that we're out. I don't even know. So,
Photobomb.
we're in a 2017 Integra Aspire 44B, and we bought it it was a year old when we bought it, and so we've been in it now since 2018, so 6 years. But we've never full-timed in it. We full-timed in our Monaco before that. So this is our first time full-timing in this RV, and it's very comfortable. My only concern is that it's also very large. So that brings me to point number 2. Number 1 being that I'm not sure I would come to Myrtle Beach again. Number 2, I'm not sure I would do this in a 45-foot RV. I'm a little concerned about trying to get into these nature-y places like state parks and national parks with a 45-foot rig. We don't fit in a lot of places, and we have to really plan ahead and make sure that we can A, get there, and B, fit there when we get there, wherever we go.
Not forget getting out again.
And yeah, C, and get out again when it's time to leave. So there's a little bit more planning ahead than I would like to do, but it's going to be necessary. Maybe someday, and we talk about this, the dogs are 10, 12, and 14. When we don't have 3 big giant dogs anymore, maybe we'll get something smaller.
We've looked at them, we've shopped, we've talked about downsizing for a few years because there's drawbacks to a rig this big. But there's good points too.
There are good points.
We have everything we need.
We have everything.
We have 2 bathrooms.
2 bathrooms.
We can do our own laundry in the coach.
In the coach. It's huge. It's comfortable. Mm-hmm. The couches are comfortable. There's plenty of room. Yeah. I mean, it does have its advantages and its drawbacks. So, but like I said, our Monaco was 40 feet. That 5 feet makes a huge difference. We'll see what it's like to full-time in this for a little while. And, I mean, inevitably, we're going to lose 1 or more of these dogs while on the road. That's a fact. They're 10, 12, and 14. That's a fact. So
the 40-foot Monaco also felt smaller because there was a 3rd person in it.
There was that, yes.
And that made, a huge difference,
yes,
having our son along.
Yeah, it did. So, down the road we may make some decisions to get a smaller coach. We'll see. We'll see. Well, who knows the future, right?
That's right.
Never know where we're going to end up. Okay, those are looking good. Oh gosh. I wish there was smell-o-vision because this smells pretty delicious.
And I have a hard time liking or not liking places because I like every place.
This is true too. This is always a problem. I like everywhere we go. And then I go, oh, I want to move here.
Some places, yeah. And then she goes, oh, I want to move here.
Yeah. So, oh, look, my breakfast.
I forgot your meat.
Don't forget my meat.
And come back for your meat. I gotta get
Nico would like to come and mooch now, please.
But when you get down to it, it's just life. And
well, yeah.
Each and every day we live life. And we live it well or we don't. And it really doesn't matter where we are or what we're doing. It does matter who we're doing it with. And it's just a question of having a good time every day. I would like to see us get beyond a place-oriented existence, a destination-oriented existence. I'd like to see us exist in each and every place we just happen to be at that moment and enjoy it the best we can.